Feeding the world. Weigh up the methods used to secure a global food supply. Describe the solutions being used to provide the daily water needs. Assess implications of food miles. So on average, each person used between 2 to 4 litres of water per day. And it takes about 1,000 to 3,000 litres to produce 1 kilogram of rice. And the water supply will have to support agriculture to feed an extra 2.7 billion people. So some people in some countries are malnourished, while others in the developed countries are obese. So the aim is to achieve food security for all. And a country is deemed as food secure if the occupants do not live in hunger. Solutions to reduce global hunger. The World Food Programme saves lives in disasters and emergency situations like earthquakes. They will always feed the children first, and they try to provide training to help the poor people become self-reliant and produce their own food. They encourage the growth of staple crops such as cereals, which provide energy and protein. But the only problem is it may also require more land. Could also use GM crops, genetically modified crops, but there are concerns about the effects of GM crops on human health, the environment, and biological diversity. Are the world's taps running dry? People are using about 54% of all fresh water in rivers and lakes, which is putting pressure on natural ecosystems. But we can try to change the way we use it. So you could improve the water use in agriculture. 20% of all cropland is irrigated with water, but you could use drip irrigation and low pressure sprinklers, which use less water. Are food miles fair miles? So a lot of countries will import food, and food miles are the distance food is transported from the place that is grown to reach the consumer. So there's concerns about the carbon emissions when food is transported long distances. So you should avoid buying green beans from Peru or winter strawberries from Kenya. However, the economy of the low economically developed countries rely on food exports. So if the consumers boycott their goods and don't buy the winter strawberries, then the livelihoods of the farmers in those countries may be threatened. So really there's no winning situation, because if you import food, that increases carbon emissions. However, those countries are relying on people to import food so that their economy and their livelihoods, they can still afford to live. So it really is quite a hard situation.